Howdy folks, it's Howie here. Howie Cat. Howie the cat, that cat guy, the dude, whatever. We're going to look into a thing called Pepe the Frog, I guess. This frog here, you've seen, and I keep seeing people around because some people have used him as. He has become something, a big something. This book is called Boys Club. It's about these four friends. This is the one that everyone knows is Pepe. This is the one that's actually funny, Landwolf. In the book, but basically this frog has kind of a nondescript. Well, all of them have nondescript facial features and thoughts, and so it's kind of like he's happy, he's sad, he's like whatever on his face all the time. From what I understand, and I'm not really going to get into the meme of it, I want to get into the story and the horrible origins of this frog. But as it goes, this frog was used as a meme because you could pretty much put any caption on him, especially one where he kind of has his hands under his chin. And he's either thinking, you know, kind of the Willy Wonka, oh, is that what you're thinking? You know, kind of a condescending look. And it just became one of those memes that people made it to make up whatever they worked. And somehow, as cultural and co-opting and cultural appropriation, all this stuff does over time, some group latched onto it, and it was a white supremacist groups that latched onto the frog and some other thing, and they're saying it's not this frog, it's an Easter toad, it has an ear. I mean, which is the stupidest thing I've heard. If the toad actually has an ear, it's not a Pepe frog. And I've actually heard someone calling Pepe lame. But that's what they're using. You know, it's kind of like Hitler stole the swastika. I mean, when you see it on red in a round white circle and in black, it's Hitler swastika. You know, he took it. So yeah, you add a ear to this, I guess, and they took it. But swastika is really a Hindu symbol for good luck. So, and I think Native Americans, I've seen it in Native American pottery work and things like that. It's not a inherently evil symbol. And this frog is not inherently racist. In fact, it stands for everything that those people that somehow decided they were going to take and use this frog. I mean, they're all usually straight edge, pretty clean cut people. This frog is a stoner. This is a stoner book. So let's just forget what this frog has become and why people use it, because I don't get that. Let's just look at the book. You know, where did it come from? Is it any good? And whatnot. Well, start off when I grabbed this book, and it's kind of got a crude art style. Here we have on our first page, we have Pepe, and he's holding a hot dog, and the hot dog goes and goes, and it gets to Landwolf, and he has some hot dog. He's smoking a joint, peace sign. And then we get to the, I don't know who these other two are. I forget their names. They don't say them a lot in there. And it's by Matt Fury. Matt Fury is not happy that this got taken from him. But and they say, okay, this one is Andy. And he likes zany wordplay, hot dogs, and hot dogging. And he's sniffing his finger. Brett likes dancing, fashion, and video games. And just typical, like, you know, dude looks. We got Landwolf. He's rocking out, likes drinking, stinking, and never thinking. And finally, we have Pepe, likes pop, pizza, and talking on his cell. And really, when you read this book, first, there's like 3 parts to it. The first part is in blue. It's really not funny, but each page is like a joke. So here's the first one. That's so Andy. And there's Andy. I think not. My bad, fellas. As if. Oh, snap. That would be a yes to the hot dog. So they're like teaching you what the characters are kind of. But they're just on that. I don't know. They're just not the greatest of jokes. He's wearing a t-shirt that says nobody knows I'm lesbian and he thinks it's funny. But the other one says, it's okay. That's the joke. Not funny. Not funny is here's Landwolf. smokes a bomb, does a line, takes a tab, drinks a beer. Oh, he Robitussin, and he has no eyes. So, I mean, I read this whole thing. These are not funny. There are a few that made me giggle. This one is actually a giggler. I like fart jokes. And a lot of them are weird. Like, this is something about a pizza, and there's the bubble in the pizza, and they're telling him not to pop it. Because if you pop it, spiders, and he pops it, and spiders. I don't know. It's not. This was kind of funny. There's a guy sitting there meditating, and all of a sudden, Land Wolf walks up and brap right in his face. He looks disgusted and says, "Deal with it." It's just silly. Like, deal with it. I don't know. That's kind of funny, but that's the humor. Stoner, dumb, weird humor that, I mean, I can't say it's terrible in its own way, because if people liked it, I just didn't find that much funny about it. But if you think any of this is funny, you might think this is really hilarious, and hell, look it up, get the stuff, see the origins of this frog. Because here's one with the frog, and he goes to the bathroom, and you see his buttocks. I don't know if that's, oh no, I might not be able to show that on the toilet. He's peeing. You see, he's pulled his pants all the way down. Dog type character goes to the door, opens the door, and goes whoops because he sees him. And now that he's with Land Wolf. Later that day, "Hey Pepe, I heard you pull your pants down all the way to go pee." He goes, "Feels good, man." That's kind of the classic Pep. That's what he's like. It's like, yeah, he likes it. It feels good. So the whole thing is like barfing and sex, semi-sex. A lot of this turning into a werewolf. I don't know. A lot of it's like, you know, the old art like this. Here it is. Apparently, he's probably gotten stoned, and he slowly turns into a dragon. It really is a take on the R. Crumb cartoon Stoned Again, where a guy is sitting there with his hands under his chin, and the panels show his hands, his face slowly melting through his hands, and then the bottom says Stoned Again. That's the, I'm sure that's what they're going for with that joke. Not very well. But there's nothing in here that would lead this to be, other than the fact that people started memeing it and someone picked it up. I really think if a lot of the people who are straight edge were to read this, I don't think they'd still keep it. I mean, maybe they think they've taken it and it's theirs now and they made it good or something. But it's everything is about getting stoned and eating pizza and just hanging out in the dude house. And, you know, that's it. That's the entire joke of each page. I mean, there's just, he drinks a beer, he pukes, and he surfs it. Woohoo, funny stuff. It's not, but it's really not funny. It's not clever. I mean, people liked it, but I just trudged through this thing. Now, this part here, I enjoyed. This part where every page was a joke, I didn't like. Now we get to here, and we learn about the guys, Pepe Care to Share, Land Wolf Beer Me, Brett Make It Work, and Andy Don't Go There, what their sayings are, and we get into it, and what it is, it's really a gross story, but it's a story. They actually told a story in this one, and it's gross, but it's weird. His Land Wolf is going to take a dump. That's right, it's a poop joke. Okay, Arch, we don't need you here helping. No, Archie. Come on, Archie, get down. Please. Or are you just going to run around? Okay, do what you're going to do. Can't help stop you. He's up here. He takes a poop, and then he wants everyone to see his poop. Somebody baking beefcake, got milk, you know, just silly jokes. But afterwards, he thinks his poop is the greatest poop that he's ever seen. So big it doesn't fit in the toilet, you know. It's curled, but it's a whole story. And in the end, they save the poop. Which I'm telling you, this is a gross story. It's not really, but at least it's a story. The single page stuff is funny-ish if it wasn't so dumb. And then you have one more in the end. And at the end, they pull out. Here they are to take the picture of the poop. They've got the camera, and they're so happy. And somewhere in there, they find the, I forget where it is in there, but it doesn't matter. They take a picture of the poop, and they're so happy that they got it. It's this one here, and whatever. And then it ends with a green. Changes colors a few times. All in all, it's... I mean, I had to see this because this frog is famous as hell, right? So I had to go check out his origin, where he came from, and what it was all about, and read it. And hopefully, you know, I didn't think he was... Hey. I didn't think he was a racist frog or anything like that. I didn't know what the story was. I knew the writer was not thrilled with what's been used with the character. I'm sure all those stuff is online free. Just do that. This was not... I can't recommend this book, but this is where it came from. This is it. Boys Club. This is that page, Pepe. And again, I can't believe that people who have any thoughts about anything that other than smoking weed would give a crap about him. You know, that's all you get is, you know, land wolf smoking a bong. And Pepe got milk. Any pizza left? And there's one of his nondescript facial things that would be able to meme. I mean, is he happy, content, taking a poop? I don't know. That's the idea with him. That's why he's so easy to meme. And as far as memers go, or whatever they're called, the people who make that's the stuff, because there's, I don't know, there's a whole collection of rare Pepes and good Pepes and bad Pepes and this Pepe's that, and really weird shit. But all in all, Boys Club, horrible book. Not funny. Maybe about 10 good jokes throughout the whole thing. No story to it. No understanding the characters. Unless maybe you're high and you like it. Maybe super stoner humor and I didn't get it. But I'm not going to recommend Boys Club at all. But I was more interested in where'd this come from? And this is where it came from. So there we go. Not much of a big reveal of information other than that's where it came from. This silliness. All right. Thanks a lot, folks. Hope you endured.